I got my plan. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game. Cortez smacked
To the left. That is gone.
lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard, counting, and a win. And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not?
Please remain standing until the color guard has exited the field. Thank you, Brahmas Band. Thank you. Enjoy tonight's game.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Real Sports Live. I'm Mark Molina, coming to you live from Texas A&M University, Kingsville. We are at Javelina Stadium tonight for some Week 5 action. Week 5, the high school football season, going by rather quickly. And tonight we have Tuloso-Midway taking on the hosting HM King Brahmas. Brahmas coming in here at 1-3, picking up their first win last week against John Paul II, dismissing them 54-18. Meanwhile, Tuloso-Midway handling West Oso last week for their third win of the season. So both teams coming off wins and trying to continue to build off that. We'll see how it goes. Last week, the HM King Brahmas defense coming up big for them, traversing a couple of turnovers in their victory, so we'll see if they can have a repeat of that tonight. While the HM King Brahmas getting ready to take the field on the near side, on the far end, the Tuloso-Midway Warriors already on the field. And out come the Brahmas black on black tonight, taking on Tuloso-Midway in white. So we're going to have the coin toss here. Make sure to go follow us and give us a like wherever you guys do social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. That's where we're going to go live tonight. And on the Roku network, you can find us there. Launching the network this past week. Big things happening at Real Sports Live. And it's going to continue to grow, so just make sure to keep an eye out for all the news for Texas high school football here in the Rio Grande Valley and in the Coastal Bend, where we're at here tonight. And we're going to have the coin toss right now. On the field for the Kingsville Brahmas, number 9, Julian Perez. Number 11, Jaden Silguero. Number 77, Ivan Rubacalba. Number 1, Terrell Jackson, on for the coin toss. And for Tuloso-Midway, number 68, Gio Montoya. Number 7, Caden Hassel. And number 51, Peyton Burnett. Excuse me, that's Landon Hassel. that Caden.
We have the captains from both teams out in the middle of the field for the coin toss.
Again, go follow us on social media. This game live on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Roku Network. If you can't find us on Facebook, and Tuloso-Midway is one of the toss, and they're going to elect to kick off, and they're going to defend the south goal. The Brahmas will receive, defending the north. We are live. If you cannot find us on Facebook, make sure to go and check us out on YouTube. We will go live there. Sometimes all our streams with multiple streams going on all at once. Trying to give you blanket coverage here in South Texas as best we can, and sometimes all the streams get crossed and don't go all the way out on every platform, but on Facebook they might go up a little later, a couple of minutes, half an hour or so, but they all go out simultaneously on YouTube. So make sure to go check us out on YouTube as well if you cannot find us on Facebook. And if you know somebody looking for us who can't, make sure to send them our way. So, kickoff coming up. We'll take a quick break before, actually, we're going to have the Brahmas coming out, taking the field. So we'll hold off on that break here, and we'll get you going. Deep for the Brahmas, number 1, Terrell Jackson. Number 2, Jacob Cantu. And number 5, Jose Barrera. And kicking off for Tuloso-Midway, number 34, Jaron Hernandez. And this one taking a bounce, and it's picked up by Terrell. And Terrell's got a little bit of room, and he's up past the 40. One man to beat, and he does. And Terrell's going to pick it up, and he's going to go inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Brahmas on the board.
Almost a 90-yard run all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Are on the board here, and can't ask for any better of a start if you're HM King.
Number 32 Gonzalez for the Brahmas to attempt the point after.
Kick is up, and it is gonna be wide to the right, and the PAT is off, and the Brahmas lead 6-0. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. Keep it here. We're Real Sports Live.
A world of opportunity awaits students on their unique path to college acceptance and career readiness. The path to college starts on day one in Los Fresnos, a path that starts with a solid foundation rooted in the classroom by exceptional educators. The path to college starts in Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
The most important.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 11:47 to go here in the first, and the Brahmas picking up where they left off last week. 85-yard kickoff return as this one. It's taken and fielded, and it's going to be first and 10, HM or Tuloso-Midway at their own 35-yard line, it looks like. Call it the 34, where the chain gang on the far end has it.
Make that the 34. Going to be a first and 10 for the Warriors.
So the Warriors first and 10 come out on the spread. Here's a pass quickly out to Mikey Garza. Garza's got the first down, it looks like.
Moody pass to number 4, Garza.
And quarterback Maddox Moody.
Pass complete. Moves them up to about the 45-yard line, using the 1st and 10.
And Moody gonna go long.
7 overthrown. Incomplete pass.
Incomplete. Pass intended for Landon Hassel, it looks like. Gonna bring up 2nd and about 10.
Moody hands off. The number 40. Gets out past the 50-yard line. Gonna bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Warriors. Hands off to number 7, Hassel. Makes his way to the 40-yard line of the Brahmas.
And that was a run there by Hassel. Makes his way up to the 40-yard line. First down for Tuloso-Midway.
Moody in the shotgun formation.
And Tuloso-Midway moving quick. Moody on the run and overthrows his receiver. And he was trying to get it out to number 3, Pedro Alvarez.
We're going to bring up the 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Warriors. Trying to answer H.M. King. Their offense moving the ball here. A little bit of tempo.
Brings up the 2nd and 10 for the Warriors on the 40-yard line. Moody hands off.
Moody gives the handoff to 40, Joseph Tamez. Tamez up to the 34-yard line. Picks up about 6 on the carry. Gonna bring up 3rd and about 4.
Carlos Ortiz for the Kingsville Brahmas.
So 3rd and 4, ball spotted on the 34-yard line. 5 wide receivers, empty set here. Quick out, and they got a man, that's Jonas Darby. And Darby, a lot of room inside the 20 up to the 15.
Number 13, Darby.
Picks up 19 yards, and Tuloso-Midway gonna get up and go quickly. They get back up in that 5 wide empty set here out of the gun. Moody back to pass, escapes pressure, trying to get away, and he's gonna be wrapped up at about the 19-yard line.
Tackled by number 62, Jonah Ortiz.
See here, he moves up in the pocket, nowhere to go, gets wrapped up almost immediately. Good job there. Grabbing a handful of jersey and not letting go as 2nd and 13 comes up after the sack. And here's the handoff inside, and that's Darby. And Darby with a lot of room, still on his feet. Ball pops up in the air, and the Brahmas have it. And the Brahmas are going to pick up another turnover. They had a couple last week, and we'll see what. And Garcia's there to recover. So the Brahmas now going to take over. 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line, up 6-0, and we're going to have a whistle here, a timeout on the field, and we'll go back and, well, actually, we'll take you to a commercial break right now. Brahmas rolling, 9:15 left here in the first. We'll take a quick break.
For the Brahmas.
Happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you are watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back after that timeout on the field that was taken by HM King. They have 2 left here, but they're gonna the Brahmas 1st and 10 from their own 9 after picking up that turnover. And we're gonna get a run here by Alanis, and Alanis gonna lose a couple of yards back at the 4-yard line, but a penalty flag comes in. If you're watching or were at last week's game, you know that there was plenty of those. But we'll check what the call is here. Right now it's a loss of 5. So the penalty is going to be on the Brahmas, and it's going to be 2nd and 15 for HM King. They're going to give it to Alanis again, and he's hit almost immediately, met by number 43, Alex Olivares. And he's going to get dropped for no gain. 3rd and 15. Actually, the penalty was declined. They took the loss on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd and 15. Tuloso-Midway trying to get out the field here quickly after turning the ball over, and HM King coming out with 3 wide receivers, 2 backs as Jackson is in motion, and we're going to get some movement up front. Penalty flag coming out. And that's going to be on Tuloso-Midway, so it's going to make it a more manageable 3rd down. 3rd and 10, ball back to the original line of scrimmage before the penalty. And this one popped up in the air, and it's going to be intercepted, it looks like, right now. 23, Jeremiah Garza.
Intercepted by number 20.
Coming up with it, so Tuloso-Midway gets it right back, so no harm, no foul. Everything cancels out, and here come the Warriors under center, and the handoff to number 40, Joseph Tamez. Tamez will pick up a couple up to the 15-yard line, picks up about 4, 2nd and 6 coming up. And they're going to go right back to Tamez, and Tamez brought down at the 15-yard line. No gain on the play. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brought down by number 20, Kason for the Brahmas. Then bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Warriors.
So 3rd and 6 for the Warriors. Man in motion. Here's the toss to Hassel. Hassel going right, and Hassel's going to be brought down just a 1.5 yards short. He's at the 11-yard line. He's going to be brought down 2 yards short of the stick. Call it 1.75 yards. Now we'll call it 2 with the nose of the football. Spotted at the 11, so the Warriors going to line up and go for it quickly. And they're going to give it to Tamez. Tamez going left, and he looks like he's got it. He's up to the 6-yard line, picks up 5 for the first.
Tackle by number 11, Silguero. Warriors pick up the first down. It's going to be a 1st and 6 or 1st and goal.
So it's going to be a 1st and goal at the 6 after the first down pickup, and they're going to give it to Tamez. And Tamez met hard, but he's going to barrel through for the 6-yard score. Touchdown, Warriors. And he's going to tie the game up, and that's a good second effort there.
Number 34 for the point after.
And the point after is going to be good.
He's up and he's good.
So with 6:10 left to go here in the first quarter, the extra point puts Tuloso-Midway ahead. They lead 7-6. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
We like
To make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Aaron Hernandez.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tuloso-Midway picks up a turnover, and they cash in with the 6-yard touchdown run to Tamez. And this kick is going to be fielded around the 18-yard line by Jacob Cantu. And Cantu is going to get up past the 25, maybe to the 27. Decent return, and that's where HM King's going to take over. 1st and 10 with 6:04 left here to go in the first. HM King's first drive didn't go as planned, as they turned it over on a interception. So here's Everett. Everett gets it out, and he's got his running back. That's Jesse Alanis. Alanis gonna cough it up, and another turnover here. And a fumble recovered, this one by number 42, Braden Garza.
Going to be a fumble on the play.
So 2 drives, 2 turnovers here for the Brahmas after a very, very promising start with the kickoff return and a forced turnover. The Brahmas cough it up twice on their own. So back comes Maddox Moody and company as they come out in the 4-wide spread. And here's the handoff to Tamez. Tamez up to the 21-yard line, picks up 6 on that first down carry. And TM continuing with the tempo here as they're going to hand it out to Tamez, and Tamez cuts inside a nice hole there, up inside the 15-yard line to about the 12, picks up another 9, and looks like he's going to get a couple of yards tacked on at the end of that. I believe it's going to be a horse collar tackle. So,
Warriors 5 yards up.
going to be after the penalty, they're going to make it first and goal at the 6-yard line. They're going to give it to Tamez, and Tamez, a shifty runner inside. He's strong, and he's going to barrel his way towards the goal line. Touchdown, Tuloso-Midway.
Gonna be a touchdown for the Warriors.
A 5-yard touchdown to make it 13-6.
Point after for the Warriors. On the snap, up.
And the kick is up, and it is good. And it's a 14-6 lead. Tuloso-Midway on top. Tamez, a couple of rushing scores here for the Warriors. Sure, it's with them. And the Warriors rolling right now. They gave up the special teams score and turned it over, but their defense picking up a couple of turnovers themselves, and their offense able to cash in here as they lead 14-6 with 5:19 to go here in the opening quarter.
Warrior number 34, Hernandez.
And this one taken by Terrell Jackson. And he's going to be brought down at the 26-yard line. No return here this time for Terrell Jackson. And the Brahmas are going to start this drive with the tip of the ball, spotted at their own 27-yard line. See if they can come out and answer. The offense a little sluggish out of the gate here, and trail by 8 as Dylan Everett comes out. So he's got trips bunched to his left, and he's gonna hand it off here to Cantu, and Cantu up to the 34-yard line.
Gets out to about the 35-yard line.
Picks up about 7 yards on the carry. Nice first down run.
By number 43, Olivares.
Gonna be second and about 3 coming up here.
A 2nd and 3 for the Brahmas on the 34-yard line.
Trips out left once again for Everett. Gone through the lone back, and they're gonna go that way again. A little bit of a bobble there, but they're gonna, actually it's number 6, Jaden Lewis, and Lewis muscles his way up to the 41-yard line. Picks up 7 and the first down for HM King. And the Bulls get a new set of downs here. 1st and 10, the ball spotted at their 41. Three wide. And here's the snap, and they're going to give the handout to Alanis. Alanis talking about a tough runner, and the ball's out again.
There's a fumble on the play.
And Everett signaling that they have it, and the Warriors obviously signaling that it's their ball, and we'll see what the call is here. As the officials are discussing, no word yet.
Ball being marked on the 46-yard line of the Brahmas. Brahmas retain possession.
Well, it looks like it's going to be HM King ball, so it's going to be 2nd and 5. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Trips right here for Everett. Everett takes a snap, and he's going to hand it off to number 20, John Carson. Carson up past midfield, and he's got the first.
Tackled by number 11, De Leon.
Ball spotted now at the Tuloso-Midway 47-yard line.
47-yard line of the Warriors.
So the Brahmas settling in here, putting together a solid drive, trying to answer the Tuloso-Midway score, and they're going to give it to Carson, and Carson's going to be brought down almost immediately, and that was 52, Aiden Morin. Not a lot of time there for Carson, so it's going to be a loss of 2. 2nd and 12 coming up, and here's Everett looking to pass, and he's got Jackson up to the 43-yard line, picks up about 6 on the catch. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6. With the ball spotted at the 43-yard line.
Brings up a 3rd down and 6 for the Brahmas.
So the Brahmas lining up. 4 wide spread. Single back here is John Carson. Man in motion, it's Jackson. Everett looking that way, and he's going to overthrow Jackson, incomplete. So the pass off the mark. 4th and 6 coming up, and we'll see what the Brahmas elect to do here. And the Brahmas are gonna punt it away here, and back to take the punt is going to be Landon Hassel, waiting back at the 10. And Hassel going to field it at about the 10-yard line, and he has some room up the sideline. He's got blockers in front of him, and Hassel past midfield makes the man miss, and Hassel's going to go to the house. Touchdown Warriors. 90-yard punt return, and Tuloso-Midway continues to pile it on here in the early going. And Hassel, nice juke there at the end to make the last man miss, and so Tuloso-Midway had the rocky start at the beginning of the quarter, but that seems like ages ago as they now lead 20-6. We got a personal foul call. It's going to be an unnecessary roughness call against HM King. So I believe that's going to be assessed on the kickoff. So So we're going to have number 43, Alex Olivares, come in for the extra point attempt. Here's the snap. The hold is good. Kick is up and through. And with 47 seconds to play here in the first quarter, Tuloso-Midway 21, HM King 6. We'll take a break. Kickoff right after this.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard, call today 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 47 seconds to play here in the opening quarter, and Tuloso-Midway with 21 unanswered here. After starting by giving up a special teams touchdown and turning the ball over in consecutive sequences, but now they've rattled off 21. Couple of runs by number 40, Joseph Tamez, runs of 6 and 5 respectively, and then a 90-yard punt return from Landon Hassel. So HM King trying to shake it off before it gets away from him. A lot of time to play here, but it's been rough sledding for them. And Everett's going to hand it off here, and he gives it to Carson, and Carson up to the 25, stop for no gain.
Tackled by a couple of Warriors. Right down at the 25-yard line.
So no gain there on that first down run, as we're inside of 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Probably get another play in as game clock about a couple of seconds faster than the play clock here, as Everett comes out 3 wide, 2 backs, and he's going to give it to Carson, and Carson's going to be swallowed up almost immediately, and that's how the quarter is going to expire. Carson, you see just a white jersey getting ready to swallow you up right before you hit the line of scrimmage, but we're through the first. Tuloso-Midway leads HM King 21-6. We'll take a break and we'll come back with the second quarter right after these messages from our sponsors.
Partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love.
Like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots and you're watching
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
25-yard line. Going to bring up a 4th and 11.
Second quarter underway. Third down run by H.M. King.
He's back to punt for the Brahmas. Back deep for the Warriors, number
So it's going to be a
7.
punting situation. They're going to block the punt is Tuloso-Midway, and a bunch of white jerseys running it down, and
Picked up by the Warriors
the Warriors
at about the 2-yard line.
going to recover at the H.M. King 2, and it's becoming a bit of an avalanche here, your H.M. King. So first and goal from the 2. Here's the handoff. And they're going to give it to Tamez. And Tamez going to get brought down just inches from the goal line. Going to be second and goal. And they're going to line up in the power eye here. And Moody on the exchange to Tamez. Well, he can't complete it, and the ball ends up on the turf. Loss of a couple of yards. Ball spotted back at the 4-yard line. So third and goal coming up here for Tuloso-Midway. Looked like they had a gimme on the goal line, but after the error on the exchange, looking a little bit more complicated. They're going to come out again in the power eye here, and they're going to give it to, well, Moody's going to fake it, and he's going to roll out to the right. He's going to cut inside, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Tuloso-Midway.
Moody on the quarterback keeper gets into the end zone.
And Moody, with a 4-yard run, they fake the handoff. He rolls right and walks into the end zone.
Number 34, Hernandez to attempt a point after.
There's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good. And with 10:04 left to go here in the first half, it's 28 Tuloso-Midway, H.M. King 6, and we'll take you to the four. So we'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back. Keep it here, Rural Sports Live.
Kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 10:04 to go here in the first half, and it's Tuloso-Midway with a 28-6 lead over H.M. King. And here's a kick fielded at the 5-yard line by Jose Barrera. And Barrera makes his way to the 35-yard line. Return of about 10, and that's where H.M. King's going to take over. First and 10, trailing now by 22. For H.M. King right now, you're thinking if it rains, it pours. It's everything negative just pouring on them right now. Started off with a 6-0 lead, now 28 unanswered by Tuloso-Midway. A couple of turnovers, block punt. And special team snafus, but a little bit of a break here for the Brahmas as they take a penalty from Tuloso-Midway, and now they set up shop at the 41-yard line. So, new quarterback in, it's Leon Pettis. Pettis is going to take the snap, and he's going to take it up the field to about the 44. Picks up about 3 on the run. Second and about 7 coming up here for the Brahmas. Again, I want to thank everybody who's watching us on social media, wherever you guys are. Make sure to go follow us and give us a like on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We're on Instagram as well. And we don't go live on Instagram, but we do have players of the game, behind-the-scenes videos, and much, much more. Make sure to go check us out on the Roku Network as well. A lot of exciting stuff going on at Real Sports Live. Pettis is going to take this one. He's going to call his own number, spins out of a tackle, and he's up past midfield up to the 43-yard line. Picks up 14 on the run. Nice run there.
About the 43-yard line on the Warriors. Going to bring up a 1st and 10.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the Tuloso-Midway 43, and important drive here if you're the Brahmas, just trying to get something going here. Try to shift that momentum a little bit as here's a handoff to Jaden Silguero, and Silguero up inside the 40, and strong bit of running there. Picks up about 4, maybe 3. Depends where they spot the ball. Looks like it's going to be around the 40. So 2nd and 7. Pettis working in the 4-wide spread. He's back to pass, rolling to his right, and he throws it, and it's nearly intercepted. It's tipped. He was trying to get it out to Donovan Bentz, and nearly ends up in the hands of Maddox De Leon. So the ball on the 40, 3rd and 7, coming up here for H.M. King. So trips right bunch, and they're gonna give it to Silguero, and Silguero tripped up, falls forward at the 36, gonna pick up 4, but he's gonna be well short of the first. He's gonna be about 3 short of the first.
Gonna bring up a 4th and 2 for the Brahmas.
Could call it a long 2, but the nose of the ball just right on at 36-yard line. So with 7:20 to go, H.M. King is gonna, well, actually Tuloso-Midway is gonna take the time out here. So while the Warriors talk about it here on this 4th and 2, we'll take a quick break. We're Real Sports Live, and we'll be back.
Corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy 1 barbacoa taco and get 1 free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
When
My good friend Martin Chapa.
And welcome welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 28-6 Tuloso-Midway on top of HM King. The Brahmas facing a 4th and 2 with the ball resting at the Warrior 35-yard line. Just joining us, HM King jumped out to a 6-0 lead after an 85-yard kickoff return by Terrell Jackson. But ever since then, it's been turnovers and special teams snafus for this HM King squad, and it's led to 28 unanswered points by Tuloso-Midway, and Julian Pettis is going to get stopped well short. He's going to get stopped for no gain on that 4th and 2. So it's going to be a turnover on downs for HM King, and the Warriors going to take over now at their own 36-yard line, leading 28-6. Coming out here in the 4-wide spread, single back formation. Moody out in the flat. He's got a man that's 25, Josh Trevino, and Trevino up to about the 44. Picks up about 8 on that first down pass. 2nd and 2 coming up. And we got a timeout. And so that's going to be taken by the Brahmas with 6:55 to go here in the second quarter. While the Bulls want to talk about it, we'll take a break. Keep it here, World Sports Live.
Meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond. We are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second and 2. And Moody going to float this one up, and he's nearly got his man incomplete. Trying to get it to Mikey Garza. And they're going to hand it off here. This is 21, Sincere Gonzalez, and Gonzalez up inside the 40-yard line. Heck of a run there.
Picks up the first down.
Picks up 16 yards.
All the way past the 40-yard line into the Brahmas. Brings up a 1st and 10.
And Gonzalez gets the ball again, and he escapes a couple of black shirts and the truck stick there. My, oh, my. And they set up going quick, and first contact no, and then you see there just lays his shoulder into the defenders and buys them a little bit of extra room on that 9-yard run. And 2nd and 1 here, and this is Jonas Darby, and Darby's going to pick up the first down. And it's that first contact right now that HM King's having trouble with. Not wrapping up, unable to bring him down. And here's a quick pass out to number 4 to Garza. He finds Garza this time, and Garza's out inside the 10-yard line. Picks up 13 here. And it's going to be 1st and goal at the Brahma 8.
It's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Warriors.
And Moody Hands it off here to Darby, and Darby up to the 5-yard line, picks up 3. Gonna bring up 2nd goal from the 5, and Tuloso-Midway going tempo again. And they're gonna hand it off here, and they give it to Darby, but it looks like HM King's gonna get penalized here as 34, Jesse Alanis, couldn't quite get off the field. He was just jogging off here, and Tuloso-Midway snapped it and caught TM sleeping a bit, and that's going to be penalty here. Probably going to replay 2nd down. So after the penalty, and it's going to put the ball at the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal at the 3. Here's the handoff here to number 40, Joseph Tamez. Tamez already has 2 scores, picks up 2 more yards here. 3rd and goal at the 1, and they're going to line up in the power I once again. And they're going to give it to Tamez, and Tamez is going to be short. Heck of a tackle there. That's number 64, DeAndre Shelton, and Shelton with a nice shoelace tackle there. Touchdown saving tackle. So we're going to line up and go again. 4th and goal from the 1. And we're going to have a timeout on the field, and the Warriors going to discuss a little further here, and we'll take a look back at that. There, but timeout on the field. 4:32 to go here in the first half. Tuloso-Midway trying to add to its lead, and HM King just desperately trying to keep him out of the end zone here. As we mentioned, 28 unanswered by the Tuloso-Midway Warriors.
Gonna bring up a 4th and 1.
So 4th and 1. Actually, the ball is resting at the 2, so it's going to be 4th and goal from the 2. They come out in the 4-wide spread. Single back is Tamez. And Moody going to look to pass, and that's going to get batted down. And it's going to be an incomplete pass, and the Brahmas hold, and they're going to force a turnover on downs. Tuloso-Midway goes away from the run there and does not pay off, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for HM King, ball resting at their own 2-yard line. So a little bit backed up here, but they'll take it to keep the Warriors out of the end zone again. And Maddox unable to corral the snap there, and he's able to fall forward back to the original line of scrimmage. May have lost about a half a yard there, avoiding disaster. So 2nd and 11, they're going to call it a loss. And Julian Bettis comes out, 4-wide spread, and they're not going to get the playoff in time. A lot of confusion in that end zone. And the call is going to be against H.M. King. Move him back just a little bit. So it's going to be 2nd and 11. Ball spotted at the 1-yard line. Bettis gets away. He gets out of the end zone. Has a lot of room to run. Falls forward to about the 15. He's got the first down in a little bit more.
He's going to pick up the 1st and 10 for the Brahmas.
I see here scrambles. Cuts it outside nicely and might have got a little bit more, but had some white shirts in front of him, but it gets tripped up there. And it looks like we believe we have a player down, so I believe that was Bettis, but Bettis helped to the bench there. So that's going to bring Dylan Everett back in. So after a 14-yard run there by Julian Bettis, it's 1st and 10. So Everett rolling to his right, stops, throws, has a man, incomplete. They're trying to get it 13, Donovan Bentz. That's going to be incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now. So kind of an important drive here for the Brahmas. Need to go down, score, do something, try to put some points up on the board because you're going to give the ball right back at the start of the second half to Tuloso-Midway. And we're going to have a timeout out on the field, and H.M. King's going to call a timeout. It's going to be their second, or actually their third of the half, so Brahmas 2nd and 10 on their own 15. Gonna huddle up and discuss it. And we'll take a break here. Rural Sports Live. Keep it here.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy 1 barbacoa taco and get 1 free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 10 for the Brahmas at their own 15. Everett, 3 wide receivers out right. He's looking that way, and he's going to get it to Benson. He overthrows him by a mile. Just not on the same page there as Benson watches it go by. 3rd and 10 now. So 3rd and 10, ball spotted at the 15. Here's the handoff up ahead. And And that's a run to Ciguero, and Ciguero picks up maybe 3, so it's going to bring up 4 down here. Still a lot of time on the clock, and Tuloso-Midway realizes that, and they're going to take it's going to take its second timeout. So the Brahmas going to punt the ball away. HM King's going to stop the clock here in hopes of securing a little bit of time as they take their third timeout. So perfect situation here if you're Tuloso-Midway. The way they moved the ball, got up to the line quick, and just tempo has been the story for the Warriors offense here in the first half. They've already scored on a punt return, a 90-yarder by Landon Hassel, and Hassel back at the Warriors' 46-yard line awaiting the punt. So there's already been a punt return for a score and a block punt this half for Tuloso-Midway, and we're going to get some movement, and I believe that's going to be against the Brahmas as we
move the Brahmas back 5 yards.
I believe it's too many men on the field. So one too many black shirts here. So let me go 4th and 12, and the ball spotted now at the 10. Also now waiting at his 39, and this one just gets away, and it's going to take a Brahma bounce, and Hassel is just going to try to pick it up, and he gets away, and Hassel's still going, still on his feet. He's got that sideline. He's going to go. Is that going to be number 2? It is. Touchdown, Warriors. My, oh, my. Second punt return for a score of the half.
Snap, the kick is up.
And this extra point is going to get dinged through. So the Warriors didn't need that timeout. It's now 35-6. TM all over HM King. Hassel with his second punt return of the night for a score. So Hassel 2 special team scores, and this Warriors special team 2 touchdowns, 1 punt block here in the first half. Call it 35 unanswered for Tuloso-Midway as they now lead by 29. Here's the kickoff, and it's going to be fielded at the 22 by Barrera. Barrera, he's going to go get up to about the 27. Call it the 26, picks up 4 on the return, and HM King gets the ball right back. 2:10 to go here in the first half. Go back to that early first quarter. Everything going right for the Brahmas in those first couple of minutes. They get the 90-yard kickoff, 85-yard kickoff return, and then they pick up a turnover. But ever since then, it's been all Tuloso-Midway. So Everett comes out on the 4-wide spread. Jackson in motion. He's going to roll to his right. And he's going to throw, and he overshoots Barrera. Incomplete. Barrera and Benz in the area. And the pass off the mark. 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10. Everett looking, gonna throw, and he's gonna hit Benson. Benson gonna get brought down immediately after a pickup of about 5 to the 32. 3rd and 5 coming up. The clock continues to move. Halftime coming up. Both bands here tonight, so we're gonna have drill teams, bands, and if we have time, some highlights from the first half. So keep it here. A lot waiting for you guys at the Real Sports Live halftime segment. So 3rd and 5. Everett looking downfield across the middle. He's got Jackson, and Jackson catches it, makes a play, turns upfield, and Terrell Jackson inside the 10-5, touchdown Brahmas. And Jackson with his 2nd house call goes up and gets it, and he leaves 2 Warriors in his dust there. And heck of a catch and heck of a run. In for 65 yards, catch and run, and a 2-point try gonna be no good. And we'll take. So 1:11 to go here in the 2nd quarter. It's now 35-12. TM on top of HM King. Still plenty of time here. And this one is a short kickoff fielded at the 25. And this is Maddox De Leon. And De Leon gets up to the 36-yard line. Picks up about 11 on the return. So 1:05 to go here in the first half. Tuloso-Midway has about 70 or 65 yards. Call it 64 yards of field in front of them. These Warriors get the ball back at in the second half. So Moody, 5 wide, empty set. And they pass it out to Darby, and Darby up to about the 39, picks up maybe 3, but not much else. The clock continues to run. No timeouts left here for Tuloso-Midway. Second and 7. Moody trying to force it in there to Hassel, and that's broken up, incomplete. So 3rd and 7 coming up. 37 seconds left now. Four wide single back formation here. Moody looking to the sideline, out of the gun. And they're just going to hand it off ahead to Darby. And Darby a lot of room. Doesn't have the angle, though, as he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Nice run there. Able to get out of bounds, save some time. 1st and 10 at the Brahma 26-yard line for the Warriors. So big run there, and the Warriors going to line up and go again. So Moody back to pass. Looking over the middle of the field. This one's tipped up in the air and incomplete. Second and 10 now. Moody, he's going to go. He's got Hassel. One-handed grab. Touchdown, Warriors. It looked like one-handed grab. We'll see. Check again. But Hassel.
Going to give the Warriors 42, the Brahmas 12, with 15 seconds remaining to halftime.
And this first half continues, and 42 points by Tuloso-Midway. In this first half. Heck of a first half for Landon Hassel. Hassel, 3 scores, 2 on special teams, and he has that one for a 26-yard receiving touchdown, 42-12. And here's Jackson trying to make something happen, and he's going to get brought down at the 26-yard line. He'll go down, and out comes the Brahma offense. Trailing by 30. We'll see if they just elect to kneel on it and go into the break. Try to collect themselves. Just a rough first half here for the Brahmas. And a lot of scoring here, and it's go back to about 4 minutes on the clock. It seems like almost a half hour ago. Just a long couple of gameplay minutes. And Everett out in the flat to Jackson. Jackson up past the 35 to the 37-yard line. He'll pick up 12, and that's how the first half's going to end. 42-12, Tuloso-Midway on top of HM King. And at one point, Tuloso-Midway scoring 35 unanswered before a long catch and run by HM King's Terrell Jackson. And then another score for the Warriors right before the half, and it's a 30-point lead for Tuloso-Midway over HM King. We'll take a break here, and then we'll bring you back to the halftime festivities. Don't go anywhere. We're Real Sports Live. Keep it here.
And you're watching Real Sports Live.
Prontísimo. Out-of-home business sorry. Flexible. Insurance for all your needs. Barato. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote. Prontísimo. Okay, who's singing near you? Hello? Accesible.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
I'm a 5th grader at Champion Elementary, and next year, I'm going to be at 6th grade at Perkins Middle School.
My favorite thing about my school is that they make it fun for us to learn. As an 8th grader, I will be able to take high school classes in middle school.
Well, I take a lot of the dual enrollment classes that TSC offers to us.
They have given me an early start on what I want to become in the future, which is a mathematics teacher.
That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We're the St. Joe Floodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Baby, just listen to me. Escucha. Do everything with speed. Prontísimo. Out of home business sorry. Flexible. Insurance for all your needs. Barato. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote. Prontísimo. Okay, who's singing near you? Hello? Accesible.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We are the Border Cowgirls, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeehaw!
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We're the Javelina Lady Trojans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
A world of opportunity awaits students on their unique path to college acceptance and career readiness. The path to college starts on day one in Los Fresnos, a path that starts with a solid foundation rooted in the classroom by exceptional educators. The path to college starts in Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you are watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
We proudly present the Tuloso-Midway High School Warrior Band.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
We would like to express our gratitude.
We're at the half, and it's Tuloso-Midway 42, HM King 12. Tuloso-Midway band on the field right now, but we're going to take you to some first half highlights. Take a look at how we got here to 42-12, and then we'll bring you back some of the halftime festivities. But keep it here. We're Real Sports Live. See you in a bit. We're 34. Jaron Hernandez. And this one taking a bounce, and it's picked up by Terrell. And Terrell's got a little bit of room, and he's up past the 40. One man to beat, and he does. And Terrell's going to pick it up, and he's going to go inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Brahmas on the board. Far end has it.
Take that to 34. Going to be a 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
So the Warriors 1st and 10 come out on the spread. Here's a pass quickly out to Mikey Garza. Garza's got the first down. So 3rd and 4, ball spotted on the 34-yard line. 5 wide receivers, empty set here. Quick out, and they got a man, that's Jonas Darby. And Darby, a lot of room inside the 20 up to the 15 quickly. They get back up in that 5 wide empty set here out of the gun. Moody back to pass, escapes pressure, trying to get away, and he's going to be wrapped up at about the 19-yard line. Where to go, gets wrapped up almost immediately. Good job there. Grabbing a handful of jersey and not letting go as 2nd and 13 comes up after the sack. And here's the handoff inside, and that's Darby. And Darby with a lot of room, still on his feet. Ball pops up in the air, and the Brahmas have the original line of scrimmage before the penalty. And this one popped up in the air, and it's so the Warriors gonna line up and go for it quickly. And they're gonna give it to Tamez. Tamez going left, and he looks like he's got it. He's up to the 6-yard line, picks up.
Warriors pick up the first down. It's going to be a 1st and 6 or 1st and goal.
So it's gonna be a 1st and goal at the 6 after the first down pickup, and they're gonna give it to Tamez. And Tamez met hard, but he's going to barrel through for the 6-yard score. Touchdown, Warriors up 6 on that first down carry. And TM continuing with the tempo here as they're going to hand it out to Tamez, and Tamez cuts inside a nice hole there up inside the 15-yard line to about the 12. Picks up another 9. So going to be after the penalty, they're going to make it 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. They're going to give it to Tamez, and Tamez, a shifty runner inside. He's strong, and he's going to barrel his way towards the goal line. Touchdown, Tuloso-Midway. Trips out left once again for Everett. Gone through the lone back, and they're going to go that way again. A little bit of a bobble there, but they're going to, actually it's number 6, Jaden Lewis, and Lewis muscles his way up to the 41-yard. Three wide. And here's the snap, and they're going to give the handout to Alanis. Alanis talking about a tough runner, and the ball's out again. In here, putting together a solid drive, trying to answer the Tuloso-Midway score, and they're going to give it to, it's going to be a loss of 2. Second and 12 coming up, and here's Everett looking to pass, and he's got Jackson up to the 43-yard line, picks up about 10, and he has some room up the sideline. He's got blockers in front of him, and Hassel past midfield makes the man miss, and Hassel's gonna go to the house. Touchdown Warriors. Game clock about a couple of seconds faster than the play clock here as Everett comes out 3 wide, 2 backs, and he's going to give it to Carson, and Carson's going to be swallowed up almost immediately by H.M. King. So it's going to be a punting situation. They're going to block the punt is Tuloso-Midway, and a bunch of white jerseys running it down, and they're going to come out again in the power eye here, and they're going to give it to, Moody's going to fake it, and he's going to roll out to the right. He's going to cut inside, and he's going to score. Touchdown Tuloso-Midway. Make sure to go check us out on the Roku Network as well. A lot of exciting stuff going on at Real Sports Live. Bettis is going to take this one. He's going to call his own number, spins out of a tackle, and he's up past midfield up to the 43-yard line for this H.M. King squad, and it's led to 28 unanswered points by Tuloso-Midway, and Julian Pettis is going to get stopped well short. He's going to get stopped for no gain on that 4th and 2nd and 2. And Moody going to float this one up, and he's nearly got his man incomplete. Trying to get. They're going to hand it off here. This is 21, Sincere Gonzalez, and Gonzalez up inside the 40-yard line. Heck of a run there.
All the way past the 40-yard line into the Brahmas. Brings up a 1st and 10.
And Gonzalez gets the ball again, and he escapes a couple of black shirts, and the truck stick. They set up going quick, and first contact no, and then you see there, just lays his shoulder into the defenders and buys them a little bit of extra room at 9-yard run, and 2nd and 1 here, and in trouble with not wrapping up, unable to bring him down. And here's a quick pass out to number 4 to Garza. He finds Garza this time, and Garza's out inside the 10-yard line, picks up 13 here. Off here to number 40, Joseph Tamez. Tamez already has 2 scores, picks up 2 more yards here. 3rd and goal at the 1, and they're going to line up in the power eye once again. And they're going to give it to Tamez, and Tamez is going to be short. Heck of a tackle there. That's so 4th and 1. Actually, the ball is resting at the 2, so it's going to be 4th and goal from the 2. They come out in the 4-wide spread. Single back is Tamez. And Moody going to look to pass, and that's going to get batted down. And it's going to be, so it's going to be 2nd and 11. Ball spotted at the 1-yard line. Bettis gets away. He gets out of the end zone, has a lot of room to run, falls forward to about the 15. He's got the first. Hassel is just going to try to pick it up, and he gets away. And Hassel's still going, still on his feet. He's got that sideline. He's going to go. Is that going to be number 2? It is. Touchdown Warriors. So 3rd and 5. Everett looking downfield across the middle. He's got Jackson, and Jackson catches it, makes a play, turns upfield, and Terrell Jackson inside the 10-5. Touchdown Brahmas. And they're just going to hand it off ahead to Darby, and Darby Darby a lot of room. Doesn't have the angle, though, as he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 30, at the 26. Moody, he's going to go. He's got hustle. One-handed grab. Touchdown, Warriors. For 34. And those were your first half highlights, ladies and gentlemen. The HM King marching band getting ready to take the field. So we'll take a quick break, and then we'll bring you back to see what these students have presented for you. Keep it here. We're Real Sports Live.
Some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and/or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The HM King drill team on the field, followed by the marching band. We'll take you to that right here. Enjoy.
Your marching band members of the week are Madison Lopez, Braylon Navarro, Hallie Valdez, and Omar Perez. Woo! Section of the week is Drumline. And now the mighty Brahmas Band will perform their 2022 UIL show entitled Cause and Effect.
We're about 2 minutes away from the second half kickoff, so keep it here. We'll take a break, and we'll be back on the other side of these messages from our sponsor.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half about to come your way as Tuloso-Midway leads HM King 42-12. Story of the first half, and that boy's name is Landon Hossel. 2 punt returns, one for 90 yards, another for 69, and a 26-yard one-handed touchdown catch. 21 of the 42 points scored by Landon Hossel. The others, a couple of touchdown runs by number 40, Joseph Tamez, and a 4-yard quarterback keep by Maddox Moody. And this all started with HM King taking the opening kickoff, 85 yards to lead 6-0, then force Tuloso-Midway into an interception, or actually a fumble recovery, and then it was all downhill from there. 35 unanswered points by Tuloso-Midway. And then some signs of life on the 68-yard catch and run by Terrell Jackson, who took that 85-yard kickoff return. He found the end zone once again, but other than that, it's just been all Tuloso-Midway. And HM King going to kick off to Tuloso-Midway. This one fielded on the run at around the 23-yard line. And still on his feet. That was number 2, Jeremiah Pacheco, I believe. And a penalty flag comes in there on that far sideline. The ball's going to be spotted here at the 49-yard line. So 26-yard kickoff return there to open things up for Tuloso-Midway. So barring a penalty, well, actually it's going to be on HM King. So good run back and a penalty to sweeten the deal a little bit here for Tuloso-Midway. And they're going to take over 1st and 10 from the HM King 36-yard line. So here we go. They come out 4 wide spread. Do the Warriors. A quick pass out in the flat to Josh Trevino. Trevino catches it up inside the 30. Picks up about 9 to the 27-yard line. Going to be about a yard and a half short of the first. So 9-yard pickup there on that quick pass. Line up and go again in the 4 wide spread, and they're going to hand it off here to Tamez. Tamez has the first down and more. He's inside the 15, cuts to the outside, and he's got his 3rd touchdown of the night on the ground. And Tuloso-Midway strikes quickly here. So Hernandez comes on for the point after. Kick is up. It's a low one, and it's no good. Of a run there. This one for 26, and he has his longest touchdown trot of the night. He also has one for 6 and another for 5 back in the first half. This is his third of the night. 11:21 left to go here in quarter number 3, and it's 48-12. Tuloso-Midway on top of H.M. King. And the lead is now 36. Just an up-tempo offense. They get it done on the ground. They can throw it out in the flat, set things up. Just very good about getting their big playmakers the ball. And this one going to take a bounce, and Jackson going to field it at the 10, and he's going to get brought down at around the 20, or maybe just shy of it. So they'll give him the 20-yard lines, and that's where the Brahmas going to take over here. 1st and 10 at their own 20, trailing 48-12 here early in the third. So it's Dylan Everett taking the snaps here for H.M. King, and we're going to have some movement. It's going to be a false start. Not as many penalties for H.M. King as there was last week, but definitely a couple. And you see a pre-snap one there, and that's going to put them a little bit behind those chains. So back them up 5 to the 15, so make it 1st and 15 at the 15 for the Brahmas. As we mentioned, taking the snaps here, Dylan Everett. They brought in Julian Bettis in the second. A little bit of change of pace, able to run the ball and design quarterback runs. Quick runner, a little bit bigger body, but got shaken up there late in the second quarter. And Everett coming out here and starting as he takes the snap here and hands it off straight ahead. I believe that's Jaden Seedgetto. Met almost immediately and dropped for a loss of about a yard. Going to bring up 2nd and 16. So 2nd and 16. Trips left here for Everett. Everett looking that way, and he gets it out to Barrera. Barrera sidesteps a defender, and he's brought down at about the 19, picks up about 5. Near the original line of scrimmage. So going to bring up 3rd and 11. The ball spotted at the 19. They're looking for the 30 to pick up a first. Four wide out of the pistol here for Everett. And he looks left, and he's got Jackson, and Jackson makes the catch, and Jackson has a little bit of room, doesn't have the angle, trying to find a little bit of space, but he's going to step out of bounds, and Terrell Jackson able to come up with that catch as they sneak it over a defender. And we're going to have a penalty flag here. And this one's going to be on HM King. So after the big pickup there by Jackson, it's going to be 1st and 15 with the ball spotted at the 28-yard line. They're going to give the handoff here to Barrera, and Barrera up to the 25, picks up about 3 on the run. Going to bring up 2nd and about 12. We're going to get a timeout here by the Brahmas. A little out of sorts. Here are the hosting HM King Brahmas, and they're going to want to talk about it. And we'll take a break while they do that and keep it here. We're Real Sports Live. Back after this.
Los de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy 1 barbacoa taco and get 1 free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 95.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 12 coming up. Ball resting at the 25-yard line, and here's a handoff back to Barrera, and Barrera is going to go nowhere. Actually, that was Jaden Lewis, last week's player of the game. Jaden Lewis. Lewis with a couple of interceptions and 1 return to the house. Last week in a decisive win against John Paul II. A little quiet here as we're coming up on 3rd and 12. With the ball just off the 25-yard line. They need to get to the 14 for a first. And Everett back to pass, heads to the sideline. It's a low hopper there into Benson. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So 4th down coming up.
Fourth down and 12 with the ball on the 25-yard line.
So Everett mishandles the snap, picks it up, and he's hit almost immediately, and he's going to be brought down at the 26-yard line. Drop for a loss. Turnover on downs. Coming in just to muddy it up a little bit there as he was trying to get on top of it, but to no avail. Turnover on downs, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Tuloso-Midway with the ball spotted at their own 26-yard line. And they lead by 36, and they're Going to come out on the field and look for more. 4 wide spread. The single back here is going to be Sincere Gonzalez. And they're going to give it to Gonzalez. And Gonzalez, big hole up the middle, and he's going to head out to the left. And he's up past the 45 to the 46. Picks up 20 on that run. So the ground game continue to churn up yards here for Tuloso-Midway. Good mix of both here for the Warriors offense, and they're going to line up again in that single back 4 wide spread, and they're going to give it to Gonzalez again, and Gonzalez falls forward for another 3 yards. These such patient, strong running backs out of the backfield for Tuloso-Midway. They're going to give it to Gonzalez again, and Gonzalez is going to be hit and drop for about a loss of a half a yard here. Silguero flies in and makes the stop. 3rd and 8 coming up. And I want to remind everybody, we are live on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube and the Roku Network as they come out with the split back formation. And they're going to give it to Hassel here. And Hassel in space is dangerous, but not going to do much there as he's going to get brought down at the 49-yard line as Barrera comes up with a stop after about 2-yard pickup. The penalty flag comes in there at the tail end of that. So we got a eagle block in the back on Tuloso-Midway. And H.M. King going to elect to take the yards and replay 3rd down. I guess field position in mind here. I mean, it would have been about a 4th and about 4, but they're going to replay the 3rd down and make them pick up a 1st down. And Moody escapes pressure, and he's on the run. He's going to tuck it and run, and Moody has got the 1st down and more. And the Brahmas take the penalty, and they pay there as Moody picks up the 1st down. Needed 14. I believe he got about close to 20. So 1st and 10, ball spotted at the Brahma 40. Split back set out of the gun. Moody hands it off to Hassel. Hassel running behind a blocker, and he's up to the 35. 5 yards there on that 1st down run. So, going to bring up 2nd and 5. Those are coming up on 5 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Back in that split back set, and they're going to give it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez heads left, try to cut it back inside, but gets brought down for a gain of about 1. Ball spotted at the 34. 3rd and 4 coming up. Two wide, split back set, and they're going to hand it off here to Darby, and Darby going to be swung down after he picks up the first at about the 27. He'll pick up 7. He needed 2. First and 10 Warriors. And we're just going to see a lot of running here out of Tuloso-Midway. You'd expect large lead here. Keep it on the ground and go. And shows what I know is Moody back to pass. And he finds his man in the end zone. Touchdown. 27-yard strike to number 4, Mikey Garza. And Tuloso-Midway has hung 54 and a block point after. And HM Kings picks it up. It'll be 2 if they score, and they're not gonna, and they're gonna be brought down short. Well, way short. That was number 24, I believe. Picking it up, trying to run. 24 Garcia, but making it easy for his receiver, Mikey Garza, but it's 54-12 after that 27-yard strike.
Back deep for the Brahmas, number 1, Terrell Jackson. Kicking off for the Warriors to be number 34, Hernandez.
So that's Moody's second touchdown toss of the game. Had one to Hassel earlier for 26, and this one for 27 to Mikey Garza. And Cantu takes his kickoff, and he's going to be brought down at around the 34. So it's going to be first and 10, HM King with the ball spotted. They're going to give him the 43, it looks like. Or 33, excuse me. So first and 10, ball spot at the 33, and on the sweep play, it's Jackson. Jackson loses the football. It's on the turf. And another turnover for HM King. And a gang of white shirts come up with the fumble recovery. I believe that was De Leon. I believe Maddox De Leon. Hit, I don't think anybody put a hat on it. Just a lot going on there. He's being drugged down and hit from all sorts of directions, and he just lost the handle there. But now it's first and 10, ball on the 40 for Tuloso-Midway. And they get the handoff here to Sincere Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to be dropped for a loss of 1. So So ball spotted at the 41-yard line, 2nd and 11. And the Warriors hurry to the line here. And they're going to give it to Gonzalez again. And Gonzalez, following his blockers forward, he's inside the 35 to the 34. Picks up about 7 on the run. Call it 6. Well, 7. He's going to be about 4 short of the first. So 3rd and 4 coming up. And they're going to give it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a little bit of room, spins forward, and he's got the first. Up to the 27. Picked up 7, needed 4.
Picks up the first down. To about the 28-yard line.
So the ball's now spotted at the Brahma 27, the nose of the football, where it's spotted. Just rough sliding here for this Brahma's team. And now the defense trying to keep Tuloso-Midway out of the end zone again as Gonzalez gets the carry, and he's inside the 25 to the 23, I believe. Picks up almost 4. They'll give him the 23, so 4-yard pickup there on first. 2nd and 6 coming up. And they give the handoff here. This is to Zach Reyes, and Reyes going to be dropped for a loss of about 1. Of a couple, so going to be 3rd and 7. Ball spotted back at the 24. I'll call it 6.
Going to bring up the 3rd and 6 with the ball on the 23-yard line.
Moody hands it off to Reyes, and Reyes near first down yardage, and we'll see what spot they give him, and they're going to give him the first. Strong run there. So another Warrior first down, and they'll wind the clock, line up and go again. About a 6-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Probably get another play off here before the end of the 3rd. And they're going to hand it off here to Reyes. Reyes goes left, and he's brought down inside the 15, and we're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be in the area of a hold, I believe, on Tuloso-Midway. Not penalized a whole lot here tonight, have the Warriors been. And that's going to be a hold. So it's going to move the ball back all the way to the 27-yard line. Make it 1st and 20, and that's how the 3rd quarter is going to end. We're going to head to the 4th. Tuloso-Midway all over HM King, 54-12. We'll take a break, and the 4th quarter coming right at you after these messages.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter about to be underway here. 1st and 20 for Tuloso-Midway. Ball spotted at the Brahmas 27-yard line. And they're going to hand the ball off here to Reyes, and he's going to be brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. They're back at the 35-yard line. Huge loss there. Be a loss of about, well, they'll give him the 33, so loss of about 6 on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 26 now. They're going to hand it off to Reyes, and right up the middle, no gain. And we got a new signal caller, Bracel Beazle. Actually, Brayson Beazle, excuse me. Right now it's all about icing the clock as the play clock getting low here. And they nearly get it off, but not in time. Waited just a little too long on that one, did Tuloso-Midway.
Gonna move the Warriors back 5 yards to about the 39-yard line.
So the ball back to the 39, and it's 3rd and a mile. 3rd and 31. They need the 7-yard line for a first. And another penalty, a false start here on Tuloso-Midway, and move them back. 3rd and 36 now. Ball spotted at the 44.
Gonna bring up the 3rd and 36 with the ball on the 44-yard line.
3rd and 36. And they're going to take the handoff, and Beazle, and the quarterback hits the sideline. Brayson Beazle, nice run there. Gets good chunk of it back. It's about 21 of it back, and it's going to be a 4th and about 15, 16 yards here. So it looks like Tuloso-Midway is going to go for it here instead of about a 40-yard field goal attempt it would be. And they're going to hand it off here. And a big hole, before getting upended Zach Reyes. Just didn't see that one coming. It came out of nowhere. Gets laid out there, but it's going to be a turnover on downs, and H.M. King going to take over their own 15-yard line. About 9 minutes and 11 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. And here's Everett rolling to his right. He's got Benz. And Benz picks up about 5, 6, call it 7. They give him the 22. Picks up 7 there, and it's going to be about 2nd and 3 now after that first down pass. So Everett comes out 4 wide, trips right. He's going to look to the right, and he's going to get it out to Jackson. Jackson takes the pass out in the flat, and he's out to the 29, picks up about 7. So he's got the first and a little bit more. Ball spotted at the 30, 1st and 10, Brahmas. So Everett designed quarterback run to the right and not going to go anywhere as he's going to get brought down there by Tristan Ramos. They had a quartet of wide receivers out there stacked on the right side, and it was a design quarterback run, and it yields nothing. 2nd down and 10. The back nose of the ball just off the 30. Call it a long 9. We're inside of 7 minutes to play now. And they're going back. That bunch set there on the right. 4 wide. Everett looking left. And he's going to go deep. And he's got Jackson. And Jackson hauls it down again. And another great catch and run. Terrell Jackson in for his 3rd touchdown of the night. It's a moot point, but the Brahmas still fighting. And the 2-point conversion is good. So 2-point conversion makes it 54-20. And we'll take a look at that. So 70 yards for the touchdown catch. All things considered, it's been a really nice night for HM Kings. Terrell Jackson got the 85-yard kickoff return. And then he had a 68-yard catch and run and a 70-yard catch and run. So good night for him. Just hasn't translated overall for the team as well, he's one of those players, you get him out in space, give him a little bit of room to run, and he can do some damage, as he's shown here clearly. And he can go up and get it there in coverage as well, and just hasn't been fazed by these defenders. It just, the plays to him have been few and far between. Just haven't been really been able to get much going, get any rhythm on these drives. But when they've gotten him the ball, he's made the Warriors pay, as he's scored all 3 touchdowns here tonight for the Brahmas. But 6:29 to play here. It's a 34-point Tuloso-Midway lead. have a whistle on the field, and we're going to get a timeout from the Tuloso-Midway side. So 6:29 to go here in this one. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. We're Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
House corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hand off here on first. Going to be a loss of 1. So 5:44 to go here. And here's the handoff to Gonzalez. Coming up on 5 minutes to play, ladies and gentlemen, and it's been a lot of exciting big plays here in this one. Punt returns, kickoff returns, long passes, long runs, turnovers, just a game chock full of big plays as Beazle tries to run, and punting team going to rush on for Tuloso-Midway as the clock continues to run. So we're going to have a punt here, and we're a punt here from Tuloso-Midway as number 5, Jose Barrera, back to receive the punt. This one's away. And this one off Tuloso-Midway player. It's going to be down at the 42-yard line. And that's where H.M. King will take over, 1st and 10 with 4 minutes and 1 second remaining in this one. So Everett looks to pass, and he gets it out to Jackson, and Jackson going to get bottled up quickly here after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. We're inside of 4 to play. And we have a couple of options for a player of the game here tonight, but I think we're going to go with their specialists, Landon Hassel. Hassel with 3 touchdowns here tonight. 90-yard punt return, a 69-yard punt return, and a 26-yard touchdown catch. All in the first half. Big half for him, and help blow this one wide open for the Warriors as Everett gets it out quickly to his receiver, Jose Barrera, the running back out of the backfield there. Ball spotted at the 43 now. So 3rd and 9, ball spotted at the 43. And they're going to hand it off to Carson, and Carson barrels ahead up to near midfield. Going to pick up about 6. Depends where they call him down. Looks like they're going to give him the 49, so they'll give him 6 yards. He's still going to be about 3 short of the first. So Tuloso-Midway on their way to 4-1, 1-0 here in district play. HM King going to be 1-4, 0-1. Tuloso-Midway next week going to host the La Feria Lions. The Lions at home tonight, losing that, or last we saw they were down against Alice. Need to get an update on that game, but tough matchup there. And speaking of tough matches, HM King's going to have to travel up the road and take on state-ranked Cal Allen next week. So big weeks coming up for both these teams, and Tuloso-Midway picking up this win here. So get a little bit of momentum as they head to La Feria, and they take on 4 really tough matchups. They take on La Feria at home next week. Then they travel to Alice, and then they host Cal Allen, and then they head down to the Valley to take on Hidalgo over their next 4 weeks. I'll call it 5. Have a bye week after they take on Alice. So the week of the 14th of October, that's the bye week there. But La Feria, Alice, Cal Allen on deck for this Tuloso-Midway squad. So it's going to be a big test there. Is Everett going to take the handoff, and he's going to go up the middle, and he's going to be about 1.5 yards short of the first, and it's going to be a turnover on down. So turnover on downs here, and Tuloso-Midway will take over with the ball near midfield. They'll give him the 49. So Beazle, the quarterback keeper, up the middle. He's got some room up the seam, and he's going to get brought down inside the 15. And a big run there, and that should do it here. They should be able to finish it with a couple of kneel downs to see what they elect to do here. But they're in formation. They're going to keep it on the ground, and they're going to hand it off to Reyes, and Reyes down at around the 6, picks up a 7. 2nd down here. And about 40 seconds left here, and And it looks like now the Warriors will get into victory formation and they will kneel on it, and that's going to be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 54-20. It was all Tuloso-Midway, save for a couple of minutes there in the early first quarter. Your player of the game, Landon Hassel. 2 special team scores and a receiving touchdown for him. The speedster for Tuloso-Midway is going to be our player of the game for Real Sports Live. And I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. And I want to remind everybody, go, please, give us a like, give us a share wherever you guys do social media. The HM King Brahmas fall to 1-4, 0-1 in district play. The Tuloso-Midway Warriors improved to 4-1, 1-0 in district play. Tuloso-Midway takes on La Feria next week. HM King, well, they got a date with state-ranked Cal Allen. So we'll see you guys next week on Real Sports Live for another week of high school football. I'm Mark Molina, and have yourself a great night.